everybody! Hello, how are you doing? So, guess who forgot to export the VOD for session 7? And it expired on Twitch and now it's lost to the void forever. Yay! Yay! So let's do a quick little recap, shall we? So, Faye had been dragged along by their kinda sorta buddy Lux, aka Blackbird, to their old, home, quote unquote. Their old home of Unity, a very large settlement on the planet of Serenity, where the Church of the Apostles of Stellus had raised them. The Church has been attempting to use firebrands to try and tap into ley lines of Stellus' celestial power on the planet. Unfortunately, that involves secretly capturing firebrands for that purpose. Not great. Lux wanted to destroy the church's information database where they store encrypted data on locations of firebrands they may be able to abduct, thus rendering that information inaccessible and useless to them, at least for a time. The two spoke to Cole, a scavenger working for the church, her job primarily being to find materials that may be of use to the engineers of the church for their technological equipment. But while Cole has something of an ambivalent nature, over the years she has become more resentful of the church's practices. But at the same time, she's not the type who wants to take any rebellious actions herself, since she would rather stay a bit more under the radar and not draw any attention. Thanks for the backup. Side note, since Unity is a pretty big settlement, I'm pretty sure the local authorities are in the church's pockets to keep that shit under wrap. Just saying. Cole gave some info to Lux and Faye, basically letting them know that the church had recently found some, life forms on the planet Arakoth. You know, the place with the thing? The big spiky durian fleshy weapon thing? Does taking creatures from the planet have anything to do with this thing suddenly appearing recently? Who knows, maybe. What did you do, Church? What did you do? So as it seems, the Church has decided to utilize these creatures as security, because what else do you do when you find a new alien life form? With that in mind, Faye and Lux take some time to get supplies, grab a drink or two, get maybe slightly too many drinks, it's fine, and once night falls, heading on over to the church. Lux uses his shade powers to help them sneak inside unnoticed under the cover of darkness, and the two make their way to the underground complex beneath the church where the data terminal is stored, and also find one of those, security life forms hanging out. The thing in question is a hairless, canid creature with a strange angular shape to its body and skin texture, sort of like if it were made from polygons from an old video game. Weird shit. Doggo's a weird gangly thing with no visible ears, long, very sharp tongue, which it proceeds to cut up Faye's leg with while trying to pounce on and kill them. The two manage to take out the polygon doggo and set the terminal and the whole basement really on fire, but it kind of turns out that the PS2 puppy had some weird goopy blue venom, which kind of fucked up Faye's leg a bit. He passed out while the two escaped from the church out into the woods, so Lux kind of had to drag him into a bush and hide the two of them in darkness until safety. Faye later awoke in a clinic in Unity, and we marked the wounded condition. Faye's pretty sure that he heard a voice when he woke up. Not too sure what that was about, but it faded pretty quickly. It was probably just side effects from blacking out and being envenomed. It's probably fine. But the two of them can't stick around too long since the church is on high alert and sending folks out into the city to find whoever the hell set their basement on fire. So Faye's gotta bail, and Lux doesn't really feel like sticking around, and also he's kind of Faye's ride at the moment. So the two ditch the planet and head on back to the Ebon Maze sector. But on the way, the two make a stop for supplies in a small, deep space settlement called Argosy, where inevitably some shit awaits. And that's where we ended things off for Session 7. Hopefully this will be the last time I forget to export a VOD. Oh god.